This is how I used to model golems.
I remember. The golems used to trample on Alfred's sandcastles all the time.
And everyone who says differently is a liar. But I think I can really use a bit of mud right now. Right. This will take care of the weeds. So this is how it looks from this side. Hello? Anybody home? Oh no, it's jammed. On top of everything. The age-old iron furnace. Look, Harvey, the old furnace.
You dried Alfred's shoes in it one time. He had to walk all the way home without soles.
Hello, old furnace.
Show me how fat your finger is today. If you want to clean me, you'll have to lean in a little more.
Oh, I'd rather not. Hey, isn't this the wood from the first flashback? Does this firewood remind you of anything, Harvey?
Yes, but we already had that flashback.
Ah, I remember. Hello, you logs. Isn't it a bit uncomfortable in the direct vicinity of a furnace?
What? There's a furnace here? Where? Where?
Now that's not uncomfortable. That's paranoid.
Oh, look, Edna.
Leave that trash alone. We've got more important things to do. This is where I used to play booger flipping all the time. I think it's your turn to do the dishes.
No, this I remember very clearly. It's definitely your turn.
You sure? Oh. How can I ever get everything clean again?
Why don't you leave it the way it is? Dirty is fun.
You think? The water must have been cut off. It's so filthy that the dishes get even dirtier in there. This is the way outside. Do you think anybody can get in here, Harvey?
How could they? Even we didn't make it, and we're supposed to be the experts, aren't we?
It shows me what's outside the house. Darkness. Everything's quiet out there. We're home at last, Harvey.
Let's find your room. Then we'll have truly made it all the way.
You are a beautiful window.
Thank you. I've been told I'm a bit of a pain.
I remember this painting. It shows the landscape from a Cold Cuts commercial. Look, Harvey, our old painting.
Obviously, even the burglars didn't want it.
I can't. The sight leaves me speechless. It took Dad the whole day to get it exactly straight. It only took me seconds to make it crooked again. We used to be a dream team. No, there's no safe hidden behind it. The old mahogany table. It used to have a beautiful shiny finish. Hey, remember? I never wanted to eat my tuna soup.
How could I forget? You collected it, stored it, and then built a giant water bomb with it.
Alfred couldn't get rid of the stench for weeks. Everything's dead here. Look, Harvey, one of Dad's potted plants.
What irony! It used to bore me to death, and now it's nearly dead itself. I think there's a lesson in there somewhere.
Can you tell me where the compost heap is?
I am the compost.
Oh. The plant is dead. This door hasn't been used in a long time. Do you think anybody can get in here, Harvey?
How could they? Even we didn't make...
Knock, knock.
Do you really think I'd fall for that, Edna?
I don't want to go through like a bull at a gate. Dad's coat was ragged even back then. Hello? Cloaked in silence. Look, Harvey, Dad's coats.
If Mr. Frog ever saw these, he'd have a heart attack.
I guess all my clothes are still up in my room. It's so dusty I can't even see myself. Look, Harvey, that's you.
Eee! Why didn't somebody tell me I had food stuck in my teeth?
Hello? Is Edna there? She won't be coming out to play today. Hey! This is a picture of me. Do you know when this picture was taken, Harvey?
I don't think I was there.
Are you trying to tell me something, Edna?
Your fault. Your fault. Your fault.
No! Stop that! I gave it to my father, and it shall stay with him. I look sad. That's Mattis's bed. When I was very little, I used to come running in here at night when I was frightened. Look, Harvey, Dad's bed.
He's not here. We can have a pillow fight.
Harvey, Dad will never be here again.
Yippee! So we have time for 2 pillow fights.
I remember that being much bigger. Do you want to sit down for a moment, Harvey?
Not necessary. We're almost there. Besides, I was being carried the whole time.
I'll be able to rest soon. All I have to do is go to my room and restore my memory. I was never allowed to play with it back then. And now, I don't know if I'd still enjoy it.
Come on! We can finally smoke out Alfred's ant ranch.
Alfred is dead, Harvey.
How long do ants live?
My father's lighter. Fibble, fibble, fark, light in the dark. My father never allowed me to play with it, but I can't see him anywhere. Sometimes my father worked so late that a candle like this would burn to the stump. Does this candle remind you of anything, Harvey?
Just that I'm beginning to feel sleepy.
I know. It was a busy day, little buddy. What did Dad work on here, Harvey?
I think it was a cookbook.
You don't know, right?
Not a clue.
This was my father's quill. Oh, Dad. If you could only tell me what happened back then. It doesn't belong to me. It belongs here in the study. I'd rather leave everything the way it was.
Shall we set fire to the moon?
No, Harvey. We are regular, average, mentally stable citizens. Dr. Marcel is the one who's crazy, and we'll prove it.
Then maybe after we've proven it?
Yes. Then we can set fire to the moon.
Yippee!
I'll make an impression by pressing the individual parts into the clay. Great! It worked! My old bathtub faucet. Just a drop in the bucket. The water seems to be turned off. Splish splash. Shall I wash you, Harvey?
What? Is it leap year already?
I don't remember my bathtub being a convertible. Do you want to take a bath, Harvey?
Ick, no!
Bloop. Apparently I'm slowly losing my ability to imitate sounds. As soon as I've restored my memory, I'll take a week-long bath. This is where I always tried to get out of brushing my teeth. The water must have been turned off. Look, Harvey, that's you.
Eee! What?
It's so dusty I can't even see myself. Hello? Is Edna there? She won't be coming out to play today. Hey, I remember now. This was the star in the second flashback. Do you remember how we learned how to forge signatures?
Did it have something to do with rockets and giant asparagus?
No.
Then yes, in that case, I remember. Screech! Ah, I've got delicate ears.
Oops. Sorry, little buddy. Do you want to sit down for a moment, Harvey?
Not necessary. We're almost there. Besides, I was being carried the whole time.
I wonder if Hornbush is still alive. This is old Hornbush's chair. The whole world painted on a bowling ball. What country are we from, by the way?
Hard to tell. We used to torment Alfred with spitballs during geography lessons. So let's say Peru.
What? Why?
We learned to spit from the llamas.
Hello, world! Can you hear me?
Quit interrupting. I'm talking to Venus right now.
Am I Atlas or something? I'm exactly here, at home. Does this desk remind you of anything, Harvey?
Hell yeah, of homework. Ugh.
I remember that being much bigger. May I bother you for a moment?
Not now, but I'll make a note of your request.
Just a second. There's only forest out there. Everything's quiet out there. We're home at last, Harvey.
Let's find your room. Then we'll have truly made it all the way.
Where's the carnival you told me about?
It must have moved on.
And the ice cream parlor?
Must have closed down.
And the lake?
Dried up?
Oh, yes. Do you remember this cupboard, Harvey?
I still can't believe those barbarians locked you in here.
Hello? I can see the street. Are those red lights flashing in the distance? Everything's quiet out there. We're home at last, Harvey.
Let's find your room. Then we'll have truly made it all the way.
You'll never get me! No, the ledge was too narrow for me, even back then. Do you remember this vase, Harvey?
Sure. We used to spit our chewing gum in there.
The plant still seems to be alive. Maybe not all hope is lost yet. I'm back now. Everything's gonna be fine. This door hasn't been used in a long time. Is this the door to my room, Harvey?
Yes, this is the one. I can hardly wait to see all our old things again.
Knock, knock.
Do you really think I'd fall for that, Edna?
I don't want to go through like a bull at a gate. Let's see what this old furnace can do. The age-old iron furnace. I'm terribly sorry about this, but I have to melt down the master key again. Children, the gold is ready. Okay, I have an impression all right. And where does it go from here? What worked one time Good idea. I'll pour the gold into the mold. Yippee! My own front door key. My father didn't want me to have one.
That was to prevent you from escaping your room. After all, the same key fits the lock of your bedroom, too.
This really is my old room. I've made it, at last. The only thing I need now is my diary. Do you remember where I used to keep it, Harvey?
Strange. This memory is still hazy. But I think with all these items here, it should be easy to tempomorph to the past one last time.
Oh, yeah. We'll just hide the diary someplace where I'll be able to find it in the present.
Or we could just have a look at it right away.
Even better. What are we waiting for? Let's go.
All right then, hang on.
I can't believe it. What am I doing wrong with you? Putting a lizard down the back of poor Alfred's shirt. Is this the way I raised you?
Right. I can remember that. My dad grounded me.
As if this door could ever contain us.
We're only interested in the diary, Harv.
Mr. Conrad! Mr. Conrad!
Great.
The return of the moron.
What's the matter, Alfred?
Will you punish Edna now?
I was about to do that, yes.
She has to be severely punished. The monster bit me in the shoulder. I won't be able to play the violin ever again.
Rest assured that the punishment will fit the crime, Alfred.
I hope so. My dad says your disciplinary actions for reprimanding this hyperactive lunatic
Thanks.
are, politely put, insufficient.
Oh, so that's what he says.
We should use a scorpion next time.
If you don't mind, I would like to keep watch personally, just to make sure that her full penalty is served.
Go ahead. And now come out of here, please.
That stinking little weasel.
Just ignore him. Let's just try to find the diary. This is where I put dirty laundry and secretly stashed candy. Say, ah. Aha. 14650 insubordinate, slightly carious. I carved some runes into the frame to fend off gnolls. Obviously, they didn't help much. Otherwise, Alfred would have crumbled to ashes right on the threshold. Locked. Alfred? Are you still out there?
Edna's grounded! Edna's grounded!
There are days when I feel like I could unhinge the whole world. That wasn't one of those days. This went through to a secret passage that led to a distant kingdom. I sealed it after I set the ice palace ablaze. Completely unintentionally, of course. Hello? Boogeyman? Strange. He only comes at night. Only at night. So many memories out there. Hello, past. Did you miss me? Hey, Apocalyptor. Can you spare some time for a ride? He says no. This is Apocalyptor, my second dearest soft toy right after Harvey. He's mute, I'm afraid. He knows sign language, though, and he can burp Morse code. Apocalyptor stays on the cupboard for today. He has to report to his mothership telepathically. Hey, there's my diary.
Wow, that's what I call easy. It's not like us to catch a break.
Finally, I'll be able to remember.
Yippee!
Wait a second. When was this murder that my father is supposed to have committed?
The reference said something about the 3rd of August.
According to the diary, that's today. You've temple-morphed me back to the day of the murder.
Oops.
No. This is, in fact, very good. Now we can prove his innocence firsthand. We'll just have to find him and never let him out of our sight. Let's get out of here. Finally, we can prove his innocence. What do you have to tell me, oh treasure of memories?
Edna is the greatest. An interesting subject, I'll admit. The elephant Apocalyptor is my rival for Edna's affection. I can't understand what she sees in this beast. Whenever I was in the mood for a thrill ride, I just had Edna throw me into the dirty laundry. I don't know if I want to air out Edna's dirty laundry. There it is, Edna's diary. It's not exactly the holy grail of diaries, but it holds some dear memories nevertheless. Edna's diary! We found it at last! This closet is a moth-free zone. I wonder if there's more to the closet. Don't you want to go on reading your diary?
Later. My father's more important now.
Hey, Edna, maybe we can use the closet somehow.
If you don't have any good suggestions, just keep them to yourself.
I feel so filthy.
No chance, Harvey. We've got more important things to do now than riding the tumble dryer.
Too bad. Hey, Edna, you love me more than this stupid elephant, right?
I love you both, Harvey.
We'll have to get through this door, Edna.
You don't say. Really?
How's it going, Eddie baby?
I'd be happier if you wouldn't call me that.
Woodpeckers are really strange birds. So nitpicky. Maybe Edna can inspire the woodpecker somehow. He's got a permanent record in my bad book now. Edna knows a lot of nicknames for Alfred. Most of them have frog or toad in them. Hey, Edna, why don't you do what the woodpecker does?
What do you mean? Shall I knock on the door to draw Alfred's attention?
Oh, I was thinking you could bash your head against the wall. But your plan isn't bad either. Isn't Alfred the ultimate slime ball?
That irritation of facial mucosa definitely needs a good wiping.
What is it?
Come on, Harvey.
Stop it or... Hey! Where did she go? Did she climb out the window? Hey!
Okay, we'd better split up to find Mattis. I'll look upstairs, you look downstairs.
And if I find him?
You come and get me, of course.
All right. Edna?
Yes, Harvey?
What if Mattis really is a psychotic killer?
Don't be ridiculous, Harvey. Mattis couldn't hurt a fly.
It was just a thought. I didn't want to admit it to Edna, but I'm a little scared. Do you know where I can find Mattis? I bet you wouldn't tell me if you did. Mattis's coats are still hanging here. Obviously, I can't get through here. Is that Mattis out there? No Mattis in sight. Edna!
What's up, Harvey?
It's Mattis! He's making soup out of children!
I don't know what you mean.
I mean exactly what I just said! Mattis is the killer after all! Come on, let's go!
But what's going on? I don't understand one single word.
But he was here! He was standing at the oven and...
Cooking children. Don't you realize how ridiculous that sounds?
I must have been mistaken.
Just go on looking, okay?
What's going on here? It's locked, like it always is. What's wrong with me? I know exactly what I saw, but it still seems impossible. Edna!
What now?
I'm certain this time! Mattis is burning children in the furnace!
No, he's not, Harvey.
Come with me! I'll prove it to you! I don't get it.
Are you all right, Harvey? I'm beginning to be more concerned about you.
How can I be so mistaken? I don't understand. Mattis was here just a moment ago. Can you lift me up a little?
Sure. What is it this time?
I don't know yet. It was Mattis again.
Come on, we'll both have a look. See? There's nothing there. I think we'd better call the whole thing off. It was an exhausting day. I might as well wait till tomorrow to restore my memory. The temple morphing doesn't seem to do you any good.
No, I'll manage. adage. Let's keep on looking. Help me, Edna! I'm hallucinating!
What did you see this time?
I saw Nadis with the Prince of Darkness, and they...
Wait a second. Are those voices? There really is somebody on the porch. You stay here. I'll go have a look.
I think the two of them would make a nice couple. I could well imagine a future for them.
Your daughter, my son? Ha! One would have to recondition her thoroughly. Edna lacks all respect and is full of defiance.
But aren't you on the verge of a breakthrough in the field of... what do you call it?
Correction of character. That's exactly what your daughter needs.
After one of those treatments, there might still be a way she could... Oh, could you excuse me for a moment? What's this all about, Edna? You know full well you're supposed to be in your room.
I know, but...
No buts. The doctor is right. You're in serious need of a correction of character.
Please don't, Dad. I don't want to...
We'll speak about this later. Right now, you go back to your room. I'm pretty mad at you, young lady. And by the way, try being nicer to Alfred, will you?
Nicer to Alfred? Ha! Don't make me laugh.
Shut up, Harvey. It's your fault, after all. What were all those lies supposed to mean anyway?
I've been thinking it over. And basically, it's pretty simple. It's not my fault at all. I'm just a figment of your imagination, remember? So why wonder if I'm a little, well, inaccurate every once in a while? Especially when it comes to observations you couldn't possibly have made yourself.
Inaccurate is something different to completely and utterly absurd.
Are you mad at me now?
Oh, Harvey, I can't be mad at you.
Got you!
He's strangling me!
Alfred, what are you doing? Give Harvey back to me.
You'd like that, wouldn't you?
Please, Alfred. I'm really sorry. I've made a resolution to be nicer to you in the future.
Stop pretending! You're not the least bit sorry, you little monster! You're completely crazy! Not only do you try to kill me with lizards, you also talk to that ragdoll rabbit! Now you're surprised, aren't you? I read your diary. Harvey this and Harvey that, and Alfred is always the stupid toad, isn't he? But that will soon stop. I'll tell it all to my dad, and they'll take that stupid rabbit away from you. They might even lock you up in Dad's asylum with the other loonies. That's where you belong in my book. Edna talks to her ragdoll rabbit. Edna talks to her ragdoll rabbit.
Please, Alfred, don't.
Help me, Edna! He's hurting me!
What'll I do?
Push him.
What?
Push him! Just push him! Push him down the stairs!
Oh no. Now I can remember everything. It was me who killed Alfred. It was in the heat of the moment. I couldn't let him take Harvey away from me.
Yes, it was you. You killed my son. Your father took the blame to protect you. I promised him that I would take care of you, but I only saw one way of doing that. I tried to create you anew, like a blank sheet of paper on which to start a new story, to erase all your tomfoolery. I nearly succeeded on many occasions, but you always found a way back to your memories. It's only now that I understand the root of the problem. Your ragdoll rabbit, Harvey, he is the anchor that moors you to the past. If you destroy him, you can finally live in peace without guilt.
Don't listen to him! He'll destroy everything that is you! All your creativity! All that fun! Look, he's standing in the exact same spot his son was! Just a little push, and we'll be free at last! He's the only one who knows of our guilt!
Oh no. What will I do?